Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all. Fein, the International Council and spokesperson for Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Tuesday, ascertained that the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, is guilty of kidnapping for each day his client remains in the detention facility of the Department of State Services DSS in Abuja. Newsbreak NG reports that the National Security Council recently stated that it backed the position of Malami, over the appeal court judgment on Kanu, which debunked his complete acquittal. In a statement on Tuesday evening, Fein faulted the federal government's stance. AGF Malami needs education in the obvious. Nigeria's Court of Appeal on October 13th prohibited Nnamdi Kanu from detention because of kidnapping and torture. As any school child knows, detain means to hold against one's will. Malami is guilty of kidnapping every day. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains detained. Meanwhile, Nigerians have reacted to this. So guys, what's your take concerning this? Fein, the International Council and the spokesperson for Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Tuesday ascertained that the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, is guilty of kidnapping for each day his client remains in the detention facility of the Department of State Services DSS in Abuja. Newsbreak NG reports that the National Security Council recently stated that it backed the position of Malami over the appeal court judgment on Kanu, which debunked his complete acquittal. In a statement on Tuesday evening, Fein faulted the federal government stance. AGF Malami needs education in the obvious. Nigeria's Court of Appeal on the October 13th prohibited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from detention because of kidnapping and torture. As any school child knows, detain means to hold against one's will. Malami is guilty of kidnapping. Every day, Nnamdi Kanu remains detained. But Fulani Hausa people shey dey pass other tribes. Hausa no get culture again. Only thing Hausa get is language. They are 90% Fulanized. What a pity. Even if they will appeal the decision of the appeal court, must firstly be obeyed, or Malami should take it as a personal matter and file stay of execution of judgment, or else release him immediately. Nigerians are watching. Are we still operating under constitutional law of we are being ruled by tribal laws? Care. God arise. Leaders for Nigeria. We don't have any leaders. We only have politicians. I can see that Malami and Zone Security Council want ransom to be paid before they release Nnamdi Kanu. But they keeps on releasing 100 plus of convicted Boko Haram terrorists and jihadists from prison every month. The world is watching, and I believe that Nigerian days are numbered from the way the so-called Kaaba is behaving. Nigerian pharaohs let Nnamdi Kanu go home, as court has ruled. They promised not to interfere in the case, but now the executive wants to detain Kanu against court rulings. Please, I wish to beg Gowon, Obasanjo, Sheinka, Ezekwesili, Babangida, and all prominent Nigerians that supported and voted for Buhari to prevail on Buhari and Malami to obey court order and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He not follow now. We all understand where he's coming from. This Malami seems not to be educated at all. This Malami, he's the pharaoh. Why did he harden his heart in such a manner? You should remember that law is no respecter of anyone. No matter your position in office, you must respect the rule of law. Malami, he needs education and supposed to be quit for that office he occupied. Can't illegal proceeding be established against this opportunist? A terrorist is always a terrorist. To kidnap is like eating cake and its eyes to the Fulanis, and that is what has been on this evil Fulani control federal government. Nnamdi Kanu must be released at the end of the day, but there will be no reconciliation of any sort with those or circumcised Fulanis with their friends. Well, another thing is understanding what you are doing. It's very obvious that Malami might not even know that he's overacting because he doesn't know what he's doing. It's really very laughable that a whole AGF do not understand what is going on. People are now telling him, no, this is not how to do it. This is how it's supposed to be. Does it supposed to be like that? Now see why, it can't be like, say, Nigeria don't turn upside down. This is the result when you are being ruled by people who know or who have little knowledge about what they are doing. I'm dropping it here, guys.